Look, this is Amanda Ensing, and looks like somebody just putting on makeup, but hey, people love her. She's got 1.4 million followers on Instagram, and when you have that many followers, you know, some of these commercial outlets, they want to make arrangements with you, so you'll promote their products, and she had such an arrangement with Sephora. Have you ever heard of that store? And everything was working out great until Amanda started talking about her political and religious beliefs online, happened to lean slightly conservative, and guess what? Sephora and a lot of other people didn't like that. They harassed her, and she lost the deal. I'm so sorry to report that, but I am happy that Amanda Ensing, beauty influencer, is on with us right now. Hello, Amanda. How are you tonight?
Hi, doing well. How are you? Thanks for having me.
You bet. Look, sorry about the, well, you lost the gig. How long were you working with Sephora?
So I've worked with Sephora several times in my 9 years doing this. With this one in particular, it wasn't until after everything was approved and I had done my part that they then wanted to pull out and also, obviously, like I said, threaten not to pay me.
All right, so let's go through what got people excited in a bad way. Quite frankly, I loved all of your sentiments. I really did, but let's go through them. Number one, you posted this back on, I believe, January 6th. That was the day of the Capitol Hill riot. The left, I hate it here. America is embarrassing. Only we can riot and loot. Defund the police. Just do what the government tells you and don't ask questions. The right, let's fight for freedom. We love the USA. Defend the Constitution. We support our military and law enforcement. Bravo, but I'm not in PR at Sephora. So what happened after you posted that, I think, pretty sharp message that made a great point? What happened what happened then?
Yeah, so this was posted previously, and I had even discussed with Reward Style, who had contracted me with Sephora, that I've gotten heat for my conservative and my Christian values. And they said, don't worry, we don't discriminate on your political or religious beliefs. So all they had to do was take a search. If not, you know, I've been attacked for months from big influencers. So, I mean, that tweet, it was just a shock, probably to a lot of people, was to me, that supposedly, allegedly, this was part of the problem of them wanting to pull out.
All right. And there were some other tweets. And by the way, I've gotten in trouble for tweets too. Kind of, if you're provocative, I guess it goes with the territory. But let's see here. Ooh, I love this. Let's take it full if we can, because in the reflection in that little pool there, you got Donald Trump and there's a lion. It will be biblical. And I remember seeing some of these messages on social media. Tell us a little bit about this moment and what you were getting at. I have my own theories, but what did you mean by this?
Yeah, I saw Donald Trump post this on his Snapchat a few weeks before, and I'd saved it. And I believe it was a representation of the corruption that is to be exposed on both parties in deep levels of our government. You know, Donald Trump has showed us just how corrupt our government is and woken up millions of Americans to things that were in front of our face that we never saw. You know, the 99, which is we the people, versus the 1%. And I believe God has used him in amazing ways to do amazing things for this country.
So you start posting these things, and you got a lot of people who agree with you, but a lot don't. And you are famous online, 1.4 million Instagram followers at least, and counting. What was the online reaction? And look, everybody gets some hate, and that kind of comes with the territory. But, you know, was it over the top? Was it scary?
When I first made a video in November of last year saying what's next for America, I talked about the division and my support for the president. And to be honest, it was more hate at first than good. But as the haters kind of left, the patriots came in. But, you know, from an industry standpoint, almost everyone walked away from me in my industry, smeared my character, called me white supremacist, racist, homophobic. I'm no longer Latina, you know, threatened violence against me. Yet brands in the industry and other influencers, they all ganged up together. They're fine with it. They're still getting their deals. But me being the only one to stand alone and talk about my conservative Christian values has been the target. So it's a very sad place that we can't speak our views anymore without feeling like we're going to be canceled.
Yeah. And by the way, they're calling you a white supremacist, which is, I'm sorry, you said you're Latina, correct?
Correct. My mom is from Puerto Rico, so I'm half Puerto Rican.
So it's ignorant on their part, big time. What does this mean for you going forward? Oh, I have to put this up from Sephora. Let's. This is their official statement on the matter. We got any claim that this decision was made on the basis of political or religious beliefs is inaccurate. We respect each individual's right to have their own perspectives and freedom of expression. However, Sephora reserves the right to terminate any partnership we deem inappropriate for our brand. That looks a little contradictory to me, but what do you make of this very legalistic statement?
Sure. So, whenever the legal team of Reward Style didn't give my legal team an explanation, but Sephora publicly responded to a comment from a liberal saying that I was part of a dangerous MAGA group, they then responded saying, thanks for letting us know Amanda does not represent our, values of inclusivity. So that was a direct attack on my political views. So to me, I'm not buying it. Everything they've said is just by the book. I'm not buying it. Thousands of Americans aren't buying it, as we have all rallied to have our voice be heard online and call and comment and cancel. They have treated us as if we are invisible.
Well, I'm not buying it either. What does this mean? Where are you right now in terms of, gigs, agreements, arrangements? This is what you do. You're a beauty influencer. So you have work on the table right now?
So not a lot of beauty sponsorships. For the most part, most brands stay away from anyone that's conservative. If you're a liberal, it's fine. I had another brand, which I won't name, literally sponsor an influencer who wore an F Trump merch and said it. They're fine. Me not saying anything bad, I'm not. I'm no longer in their value system. So for me, I've been working on my beauty brand for the last 2 years. It's made in the USA, clean, vegan, cruelty-free. I can't wait to launch that later this year. I also started a fun project called MakeMakeupGreatAgain.com, which we're going to be launching some really fun stuff later this week. But, my goal is to keep changing the industry. I won't be silenced.
Love it. And I tell you what, Amanda, I think you should have a conversation with some of the folks who work here, all right? I can put you guys in touch. Can't make any promises. We'll have to look at, but I think there should be a conversation here, all right?
Let's do a makeup segment.
Okay, makeup segment. Thank you very much, Amanda Ensing. I admire you very much. Good luck.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You bet. You bet.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.